Emotional intelligence. Proverbs 17:27 says, "A man of knowledge uses words with restraint, and a man of understanding is even-tempered." That person has emotional intelligence. I'm going to tell you a story that happened to me quite a while back. I go to the gym for a stretching class, and I am always busy, and I try to jam in as much things as I possibly can. So this class kind of got off to a slow start typically. So I would usually come in about 5 to 10 minutes late. So I didn't have to wait there as the class was starting. So I got there and I very politely asked this gentleman if he would move his mat over just a little bit so I could put my mat down. And he rudely responded with this comment, "Why don't you get here on time for a change?" Now, as you can imagine, if somebody said that to you rudely, you kind of would have get to you a little bit. And so my internal reaction went kind of like this: what a jerk. What business is it of his to tell me what time to get here? It didn't hurt him to move his mat over. I should probably tell him a lie. I'll tell him I just got off my chemo treatment, or I'm watching my granddaughter for my terminally ill daughter, or I'm running from work, taking an early lunch, and I only have an hour, so I have to drive there, get there a little bit late. And I thought, and I would do that. Why? Just to make him feel bad, make him feel like he was a jerk. I didn't say anything. All these thoughts went through my head. I didn't even scowl at him. I watched during the exercise class and I saw he wasn't as limber as I was, which gave me a little bit of emotional satisfaction. And then as I was leaving the class, I thought, yeah, maybe I should get here on time. Maybe I'll think about that. And then I thought, no way, I'm not getting here on time, because then he'll think that he told me what to do. Okay. You can only imagine all these thoughts going through my mind. I didn't say anything. I didn't do anything. In his mind, he was right. I was annoying to him. He was a regular. He saw me come in regularly late. He was there on time. In his opinion, he had a right to say that, and I was in the wrong. In mine, wasn't any of his business. I can come there late. No skin off his nose to move his mat over a little bit. So, why did I tell you this story? This is an example of emotional intelligence, to respond well to your emotions. So how do you do that? It has to do with maturity. You probably got a lot of people in your life who are not emotionally intelligent, and it's not fun to be in relationship with them. There are times that you may be emotionally unintelligent, and you find out afterwards, kind of gets you in trouble. There's a little bit of cleanup to do after that. It's not good for relationships. So what is it? First of all, you recognize what you're feeling. You identify it. You label the emotion. This is what I'm feeling. This is what's going on with me. You notice how I paid very close attention to all my thoughts, to the dialogue in my mind. I was allowing myself to have it, and I was embracing my feeling, but I wasn't doing anything on it. The next thing is to allow you to recognize what other people are feeling. It is important that in any interaction that you recognize it's not just about you. The other person has their response and their issues. So I could recognize what he was feeling from his perspective. Then you detach from the situation so you can make an objective determination. So I pulled myself out of it and I said, okay, from his perspective, he finds me annoying. He thinks I should be here on time. And in that, if I would have laid my mat down probably in a way that wouldn't have required him to move. Okay, from his perspective, that makes sense. From mine, no big deal for me to come in a few minutes late, for him to move over. That's an objective determination. You notice how that's made with my mind and not my emotions. The next one is you decide, given the circumstances, with the determination that you've just made objectively, what is the right course of action. Then you use self-control with God's help to do what you've decided is the right thing for you to do. Now, before you think that I'm perfectly emotionally intelligent all the time and I'm some kind of emotionally intelligent genius, let me be honest. That was a pretty easy situation. I don't know that guy. I don't care really what he thinks about me. What he thinks about me doesn't affect my life. He's not doing anything to me. It's pretty easy for me to let go. It's harder when it is a close relationship, my husband, my children. It's harder when all of those emotions and the things that are going on really do affect my life. It's much harder to be emotionally intelligent, but I'm still committed to it. And I would encourage you to commit to raising your emotional intelligence. Thank you for watching this video on Change My Relationship.